If you have Camtasia, great. If you don't worry about it, but that would be good too. Then use VMP again for their outro templates. Now, when it comes to pricing, Explaindio does have a yearly fee, but the question is, does it really save you money? So let's take a look and compare it to other video creation softwares that are related to its features. You now know that Explaindio version 2.0 can do both whiteboard and cartoon styles. There are 3 major video services that offer these styles. VideoScribe is a whiteboard animation creator. Powtoon and GoAnimate are both cartoon animation creators. Now, don't get me wrong, these are 3 very powerful services. You can see that while each of these 3 focus on one style, they are weak in the other. So if you want to do both whiteboard and cartoon animations, you would need all 3 or all 2. Plus, when I use these services, I found that they were actually quite limited, meaning they really didn't offer much flexibility and customization. Explaindio version 2.0 actually fulfills them all. So as you can see, the problem with these 3 services is that they can get really expensive really fast. VideoScribe costs about $348 per year, Powtoon costs about $708 per year, and GoAnimate costs about $600 per year. And that's over $1,656 per year alone. Or you can just get Explaindio version 2.0 for a very low price per year. Now, the more important question is, does Explaindio live up to its promises? Through my testing, I believe so, but I want to show you in action so that you can decide for yourself. So this right here is Explaindio 2.0, and it's quite different than version 1.0 because it can do a lot of animations, it can do a lot of transitions, tons of stuff that I really haven't seen before, except in high-end video creation softwares. So as you can see, it looks like Explaindio 1.0 as far as this goes, but as far as features goes, you can do a lot more. One of the few things that I want to point out before I actually jump in and show you how it all works, one of the major questions that I always receive is, can I import, international fonts? Is this compatible with other, foreign languages and things like that? Yes, one of the features is that it includes 300 plus fonts, but you can also import international fonts into it as well. And what really impressed me a lot was you can turn any image, any animation, any video into an animation. And that was just amazing to me. Like, for example, I made this video really quick, and I used their embedded slides and the slides that comes with the program itself, and I just imported an image and I got it to look like this. So you can actually take this and move it around like this. And I actually imported this image here, and as you can see, you got the hand drawing it, and you can animate the whole thing. You can animate this image right here, this little clock, and move it around. So that's how amazing it was to me. Like, it was super simple. You click, create new project. You can save as, preview audio, which allows you to, do a voiceover, which a lot of programs don't allow you to do, except for Camtasia. So if you already made your video, for example, and you wanted to record over it, you could either, click on this microphone here and record over it, or you can simply browse for the audio file as well. So that makes it a lot more simpler. Music, you can choose your own music, or you can also choose the music that they've given you here. So basically the way that this is laid out is you add scenes and you specify, how long the scene is going to be. And then what you can do, like for example, if I click here, I can create a new scene, or I can add a scene from my personal library. So right now, this is a scene right here. You can add animations, so you can actually add flash animations. You can add Explaindio slides and add flash animations. You can actually import SWF files. You can add videos. You can add videos from, stock footage. You can add bitmap images. So for example, this is the one that I imported. And as you saw, automatically the little whiteboard hand drew it out, which is amazing to me. So even I could take this guy here, for example, and I could have him sketched, or I can click on don't sketch as well. But if I click on add, for example, I got this little guy here, and I'm going to zoom in just to show you here. So this guy here, what I can do is I can actually add animation. So I click on add animation. What I could do is I could get this guy to come out here, which frankly, I've never seen this before except for in high-end softwares. But you can actually get this guy to move out here. You can add a point, and you can have him move like down here. And you can add another point and have him move like over here. And add another point and add here, add another point and add him back over here. So basically you're creating a track and you can tell where the image will go. But frankly, I've never seen that before. So that in itself impresses me big time. Now you can add sketch images, you can add SVGs, you can add text, you can close the canvas and stuff like that. So now what we see is they actually draw out that little man, and I push him over here, I push him over here, and I push him back here. So that in itself is amazing. I've never seen that before. And I'm so excited because it's really, really simple to do. And of course, that's just one of many, many features of Explaindio. Now, it probably would take me about an hour or so just to go through all the features and stuff. But going through here, you can customize it down to very, very specific. So this scene here is actually provided by Explaindio. Now, if I click on scene, I can, export scene. I can open the canvas and edit it. I can, click on SWF, and you can actually get SWFs very, very easily out on the internet. And you can find SWFs that are animations and animate them and have them move around in your screen. And generally speaking, with most video type creation softwares, everything is static, so it doesn't really move. And creating animations is just really, really tough to do. And I wanted to show you the animation side of it because I feel like that's going to be the strongest point of Explaindio 2.0. And you can specify, the specific action that happens beforehand, the action that happens after. You can add transitions. How you got the news broadcasters. You can have the professional transitions come in and out and stuff like that. And as you can see over here, if I'm editing, let's say, for example, an animation, I can pull this in, I can flip it vertically, I can flip it horizontally, I can move it on top, move it on bottom, move it up, down, delete it, I can scale it to full screen, and all sorts of many different things. And these are all little icons that are already built inside of Explaindio. Now, the full customization comes as when you import your own stuff, like this image here, I imported in, and the hand drew it and adapted to it. So overall, I really am impressed. You'll have to go to the sales page and you'll have to look down below to get a better view of exactly all the features and this and that. But the potential is amazing because you can create video sales letters, marketing videos, viral advertisements, even training videos in product promotion videos, business promotion videos, and review videos even, and more. So now that you see what you can do with this, as you know, with any software product, typically there are training videos on how to use the software. The question is, how do you go beyond that? How do you use it to gain more sales, more conversions in general? I myself am a bit anal about this area with all products, having created over 4,000 training tutorials. So I really have a knack for detecting potential confusion in this area. You see, when there is customization or flexibility in general, that means there's going to be a learning curve, unfortunately, to creating good looking videos that convert. Now, as I stated earlier, in analyzing the Explaindio's Training Center, I have to admit, while they do provide a lot of good information, a lot of good webinars and this and that on how to use a product, it does have some missing crucial pieces and is somewhat scattered. But you don't have to worry about this at all. That's why I am offering you 4 bonus live webinars to get the full picture on how to create high converting videos by understanding how to use Explaindio as well. Now, just so you know, I only typically do 1 live webinar per bonus because it just takes time. But I feel like we need to provide enough training to ensure that you don't really get left in the dark and confused. Now, keep in mind that, as always, due to live webinar, we do have a limited amount of spaces, so I expect this to sell out fast. And I'm not just saying that, but it actually has happened before. So if you want Explaindio version 2.0 and want to get access to my 4 live advanced training webinars, plus other bonuses from Simon and Jeremy so that you're not in the dark, make sure that you follow the instructions down below to ensure that you get access to this complete system And thanks again for listening to our thorough, unbiased review, and we look forward to see you on the inside. On behalf of Simon Huskinson and Jeremy Gustafson, this is Stephen Luke. Wanted to say thank you for your interest in our Explaindio version 2.0 review and bonus offer. I've taken about almost a week to fully review this new web video app for you as the head product video review specialist on the MemberSpeed Inc. team. At bestbonusblog.com, we scour the web for the best business and marketing software, web apps, and training. Then what we do is we put it through the test on your behalf. You can trust us to tell you what others won't, such as where the program falls short amidst the sales hype on the internet and where it does really well. Now, before I talk about my thorough review of Explaindio version 2.0, including what I liked plus what I didn't like, let me give you a quick overview of what's inside this video so you know exactly what to expect. So basically, I'm going to give you my first impressions, my honest comparison and review of Explaindio version 2.0, plus a real-life demo walkthrough and the things I discovered along the way, both the good and the bad. Plus more information on the 4 live bonus advanced training webinars. Yes, I said 4, not 1. Plus a lot more targeted bonuses towards helping you maximize this software. And as you can expect, this bonus is not a bunch of random products put together, but rather a targeted package for maximizing the Explaindio version 2.0 software platform, especially where it falls short in. And this is something you won't find anywhere else because we spent almost a week testing the software and planning out the 4 live webinars. So let's talk about first impressions. I have to admit that I was first skeptical when I first saw Explaindio version 2.0, mainly because it was another video creation software. As a video creator and a video marketer since 2003, I have to admit I am a bit more anal and a perfectionist when it comes to tools that I use to edit my videos. But I realize that not all video creation softwares are created the same, so it definitely is worth taking a look at. Some have its strengths and some have its weaknesses. But I have to say that even though I was skeptical at first, after testing the version 2.0, I have to admit that I had the wrong assumptions. It did a lot of things that my other video softwares in my arsenal just could not do. Now, as far as the training center goes, I have to be frank and say that while the training was good, it still was missing some parts of it and was a little bit scattered. As a video tutorial creator, having created over 4,000 video tutorials since now, I have to admit I am a bit anal in this area. That is why we'll be offering 4 live webinars, because I really want to make sure that you get this done down right. Now let's talk about the comparison and review. So the big question is, how does Explaindio version 2.0 compare to the other video softwares that we've recommended in the past and used in our arsenal? Now, as you can see in this diagram, I would consider Camtasia to be the best of the best when it comes to screen capture videos. Obviously, Explaindio is not a screen capture video creator. However, I want to explain these 3 video creators. Now, I would consider Camtasia as the best of the best when it comes to screen capture videos, like I said earlier. However, it is